President Anura Kumara Dissanayaka has instructed the officials to take the necessary steps to end the delay in the clearance of imported containers within the next 4 days. The president said this during the discussion held today, 12, at the presidential office with Sri Lankan customs and port-related service providers. According to the president's media division, the president discussed at length the problems in the public sector, including the Sri Lankan customs and the problems of associations providing port-related services. Also, for the development of the port sector, it is necessary to implement a short-term, medium-term and long-term plan. But the president has indicated the need for everyone to work together to resolve the current situation. Meanwhile, as per the president's instructions, agreements were made between the public and private sectors to defuse the situation at this time. In order to resolve the situation by expediting the import container clearance process, the Sri Lanka customs officials have agreed to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The ministries have decided to allocate space at the UCT, Unity Container Terminal, as a quick measure to hold the containers that are at research level. Accordingly, it has been decided to use the 5 acres of land in the Blue Mandal area. It was decided to release 2 acres of it by January 31st and the remaining land by February 28th. The government has agreed to provide land from the Paliagoda area to park these container cars, as the reason for the worsening of the congestion is the stopping of the container trucks at the port terminal, which is deliberately delaying the transportation of containers. In this discussion, attention was also paid to the delays in the clearance of imported containers by the Sri Lanka Standards Institute, the Food Commissioner Department, and the Plant Quarantine Department. There it was discussed that these institutions have a shortage of employees, and the president has given instructions to fill the vacancies and increase the welfare allowances of the officials concerned. The Minister of Transport and Highways, Ports and Civil Aviation. Mr. Bimal Ratnayake said that if there are financial requirements related to this, it can be provided by the Ministry of Ports. The private associations also requested the president to take disciplinary action against forensic clerks who do not report for duty on time for clearance of imported containers. Furthermore, the minister in charge of the subject, Mr. Bimal Ratnayake, has emphasized that the responsibility of reporting these employees to work at the right time is the responsibility of the relevant private institutions. The importers have agreed here that the certificate obtained from foreign laboratories should be mandatory in relation to food-related products, and that in case of irregularities, they will be dealt with according to the government law. It has been decided to reduce the freeholding period for container clearance in the port premises to 2 days, and it is expected to be reduced to 1 day after next June, the minister has stated here. The minister has mentioned that this emergency process will be continued till June 30th, and the private companies providing port, customs, and other port-related services should act as one family. A request was made by the Port Service Provider Associations to provide police protection for the container cars currently parked on the road.